The scent of
Hello,
war
I
swirls
am
in the
Zarge
air.
Apple, and I'm bringing you ESO for many
Evil
players that have not started it or thought about getting into
long
it but wasn't
vanished
sure.
foes.
I'm going to bring the beginning of the games here
Those who
and
would
any future
destroy
content.
Tamriel seek out
Let's
dangers
have
that
fun. Honestly, it's a great game. I enjoy it. I've enjoyed it for a long time. I'm starting fresh on the account for everyone's sake. Let's do this journey together.
it is the 582nd year of the Second Era. The drums of war are sounding. This is where our journey begins.
So if anyone doesn't know, ESO's Ever Souls Online. It's the online version of if you've played Skyrim or Oblivion. All those kind of fit into this game because this game is way before that time, I'm pretty sure. But it's like got all the zones or all the lands, as you will see. We're going to get through the tutorial, show y'all what the tutorial is like, what the creator creation's like. We'll have fun. I'm thinking about making a Twitch where I do zone quests. Zones are like the lands, and uh, zones are like you know, the territories. We're not buying that currently. All right, this is the character creation. You have a total of 6 classes. You have the Dragon Knight. It's more tanky. Uh, You can still do damage, good for PvP. The Sorcerer, very good for damage. You can tank, not very great for a healer class. Nightblade could be a healer class. DPS is its go-to. You got Templar, which can be a healer, DPS, tank, warden, healer, DPS, tank, necromancer, all the above. Oh, you got 7 classes. And Arcanist is more of a, you can actually use it for all 3. It's really good. We don't have Arcanist on this one, or these guys, so we're going to have to stick with Nightblade, Sorcerer, Dragon Knight, or Templar. I'm thinking of Templar because, I don't know, the idea of a holy guy going through the land doing the content would be great. We're going to be a male. We're going with, what sticks out as Templary? Lord Dark Elf, Orc, Redguard, Breton. What's a Redguard? The racial skill. Oh yeah, each race also has its own unique individual skills. The Redguard's racial skills of the Redguard reflect the ancestral legacy as sword masters, giving them bonus to shield, base stamina, stamina recovery, movement, duration of effects from foods. Their ability to flow in martial combat is unparalleled. That's good. Breton. The racial skills of Bretons reflect their affinity for arcane, increasing their base magicka recovery, light armor, alliance point gain, spell resistance, and cost reduction spells. Allow them to Alright, that's what we're going to go with because Templar is a very magicka induced character. Induced, I don't know what that even means. Alright, well, I don't. You know what, we're gonna have fun with this. We're gonna put on that. We're gonna be a short Templar with some. He's been eating way too good. Body markings, if anything. I don't know if there's not really any good ones. Torso solid. We'll be a buff, well-fed guy with a good gut, with a great waist and arms and hand. No, the hand sizes are going to go a little smaller. I'm not a big fan of how big the hands look when they're in. Hip size, posterior. No, we don't want no ass. We don't want no ass. We just want to be flat backed. Yeah, yeah. leg size, we're gonna go thick and big feet. Alright. What we gonna look like? We're gonna be heroic. Of course, we're a Templar, why not? We're gonna go a little bit of age. We've been here for a little bit. We've seen stuff. We're going with that. And we're going with the no, we're gonna be a monk. We're gonna be a monk. A monk that's freshly shaven. Got some age on him. His hair might be graying a little bit. Head markings. We've been here for a while. We've seen some combat. Let's go with a nice cut to the face. Let's say we got it through a battle with some random zealot. Zealot. Jaw size. We're Templar. We want that strong jaw. Ears. Our ears are fine. What do we want to sound like? The first one sounded like an ageful guy. Let's go with brown eyes. Pretty plain. We want to fit inside with the NPCs, so we're going with that. Nose height. We want a strong nose. I don't know what the hell that did. Some thick lips. Alright, that's our character. People might be against that, but that's what we're going with. That's what we're doing. Alright, finish. We're going to name him Prior. I guess I think no, I don't know the real monk of Daggerfall. I don't know. Just feels right. Done. Creating. No one had that name on the PlayStation server, so that's cool. We have our own little name. Who can say that? You know? We just a little guy. Where's our magicka?
Thank the stars.
Oh wow, okay. I would go through and like adjust all the settings. There is one setting I am going to adjust, but I might do that on my own time. There we go, performance. A little bit better. Alright. Nor what?
There you are. On your feet.
I'm gonna explain some of the background before we get into this. This will probably explain it, but I just want to get it caught up so no one's confused. I didn't know it when I first started playing. But currently we're soulless. Molag Bal, or however you pronounce his name, is a Daedric prince, and he stole our soul, I do believe. That's kind of the main mission line in this game. And what we want to do is get our soul back.
There you are. On your feet.
Alright.
I know magical translocation can really upset the stomach.
Yes, sir.
Just take a moment and get your bearings, all right?
Where am I?
The Isle of Bolfiera, home of Clan Berini. I apologize
Berini.
for the cramped accommodations. We pride ourselves on courtesy, but circumstances here have taken a turn for the bizarre.
Huh.
I needed to make sure you weren't a danger to yourself or others.
Have you seen this body? The only thing that I'm in danger to is a turkey. Can you let me out?
You might not be so eager to escape once you hear what's going on. You arrive via a portal, along with a Daedric beast called Shayazel.
That's
seized
nice.
control of our golems and unleashed them on the island. If I free you, will you help me stop Shayazel?
Yes, set me free and I'll help. Because I am the monk of
Nice
Daggerfall.
choice. Just give me a moment. There. That should unlock the door.
Alright.
When you're ready, follow me.
Very monk-like. I think we've overeaten a little bit for a monk.
There you are. Free as a spring cricket. I hope you intend to keep your word. We'll need each other out there. Of that I'm certain. The name's Norianwe, by the way, of Clan Durini. Pleased
Okay.
to make your acquaintance.
Where are we headed?
We're bound for a place called the Keyrights Gallery. But first, I need to know you can defend yourself. Hurtling through the Orbis and falling flat on your ear left you a bit scattered. Find a weapon, and we'll work out the cobwebs. Fair?
Fair. We're good for now. We don't need a questioner. I don't know what we want to run. Healing staff. We're not theoretically going around healing everything to death. That would take very long to get through. We have... Alright. We have our healing staff, which is, used for the restoration skill line. Because each weapon has its own skill line. And the healing staff, you get skill line with a bunch of healing abilities and sustain. Sustain's what basically you get to help with your health, your magicka, your stamina, keeping it up. We have our fire staff. It's been altered lately. So now fire staff, one of the passives is it basically buffs damage over time. And that's a very good thing. And if you fully heavy attack with it, you get a dot damage over time. It's great. Bows give you critical chance and damage based on how far you are away from the enemy. Daggers give you crit chance. You'll see it when we get through here. I'm not entirely sure what we want to go for. Sword and board is not very efficient for damage, so where's the lightning staff at? Do we not get the lightning staff at the very beginning here? Well, for now we're going to go with the Inferno staff because we are magicka based.
Great axes would take both hands to use. You can pair smaller weapons with a shield or another weapon of that size. The choice is yours.
I appreciate that. There we go.
Yes,
I'll
I think
marry
that one
Exile
suits
Inferno
you.
staff.
If you change your mind, feel free to take any other weapon you want. Now, let's
have
find a
any-
spot to practice.
Alright. Before we get going here, there is a thing in this game. You don't have to have it, but it is very nice. You can get Elder Scrolls or ESO Plus. ESO Plus gives you an infinite craft bag, so everything you pick up in the game, because this is a game that if you do play and invest your time in, you will pick up a lot of stuff. And crafting's big in this game. Not to mention, it gives you all the DLCs except for the current one that's been dropped. The current one you drop, you have to buy or wait for the next DLC to drop and wait for it to be put up for ESO Plus. ESO Plus is about $15 a month, but it gives you a lot of content. It allows you to do a lot of content, so it's very good to have overall. But not necessity. You have daily rewards. We're going to pick that up. That gives us XP. Seals of Endeavor. It's kind of like a little side shop, but it's free points you unlock during like dailies questing, or like it'll be in your inventory quest things. But you got all this stuff you can get. There's so much stuff. You got the store, you got Crown Crates, which is sort of like a gambling thing. The chapters, most people don't know. You would go, if you do get ESO Plus, you will go to your collections. You would go to your stories. You go to your dungeons, DLCs, zone DLCs, and you will collect them. We don't have any on this account. I might get ESO Plus versus count because we will be doing that stuff on Twitch, but for now that is how you would collect your questing for your ESO Plus if you don't know it. You got appearances, which you can unlock stuff throughout the game. Costumes you can unlock through game. Skins you can unlock through game, mostly dungeons and trials, and so on. Personality changes how your character like moves or acts. Alright. And if you want to look at all the sets in the game, it shows the zones, which is Aldmeri Dominion, Daggerfall Covenant, and Ebonheart Pact, and DLC zones, which is this content that you typically don't have. Then you have all the other things. They all have all their sets in here that you can get from that zone or that dungeon. let's get going. Might as well collect it all because it's free to start with. I know I blabbed a lot there. I do apologize. We have 60 inventory space. You can upgrade that at inventory or these backpack guys you can find in the cities and stuff. I'm not going to collect a whole lot. Like I said, I don't have craft bag. I don't need inventory space for other stuff. For actual gear.
This is as good a place as any. Now, prepare yourself while I conjure up a dance partner. Let's begin. Quickly now. Strike the con.
Light attacks.
Impressive. Well done. Now, well done. Hit it. Brilliant. Now do it again.
Like I said, I'm going to probably go through and adjust the settings next time.
Well done. Keep up the defense. Use your heaviest attack.
This will,
You're unnatural.
whenever you stagger them, that does that.
Protect yourself.
Kind of like
Strike
throws them
hard
off
now.
balance.
Now some foes will try to restrain you. Quickly, break free. Ha! You're unstoppable. Again, you broke loose.
Takes a lot
Prepare
of
yourself.
resources to
You're
get
every
that back.
bit the warrior I thought you'd be.
Of course we are. We're a Breton. And a monk.
Now bash the construct. Again. Now press your advantage with a heavy attack.
Boom.
Powerful strike.
Little guy. Little
Interrupt
fellas.
now, before it strikes.
Heavy attacks is
Excellent
essentially
time.
your heaviest damage.
Again,
You should,
hold
it's
its
kind
attack.
of that's self-explanatory.
When your enemy prepares an attack, strike. Interrupting their attack will set them off balance. Good. Now destroy it.
Do apologize for the phone
Well
call.
done. Come speak with
I
me
will be
for a
back.
minute.
Alright, I do apologize for that. Food came in. Alright. Now we got Forgotten Greaves. And on armor, you get this thing called a trait. A trait is like this additional, it'll be below the enchantment. Which the enchantment is the health maximum we get there. That's 734. The trait is training, which gives us more damage with increased damage. This is heavy armor as well. Heavy armor has its own skill line, just like light and medium armor, and they have their different passives. We're only equipping it now because we get the XP gain and extra resistance. Let's talk to her first.
With moves like that, the Daedra doesn't stand a chance. Yes, I'd say we're ready to set out. To reach the Keyride's gallery, we have to make it out of this ruin and across a wide field full of the golems I mentioned. With any luck, we'll be able to slip past them. But I'm not all that lucky. So, sorry in advance.
It's fine. Alright, we will head there next. What can we expect to encounter in the gallery?
Well, it begins with a door. The first of many. The only way to access the gallery is through a mysterious
She is a high
gateway.
elf, just FYI.
Once we pass through that initial door, we'll step into a huge vault. This is the part that worries me most.
Why does it worry you?
I believe Shiazel, the Daedric creature that's causing all this mischief, may have nested itself in there. So be prepared to fight.
Will we be dealing with a Shizel pacified? Well then. Will dealing with Shizel pacify the
I
golems?
can't say anything with certainty, but ridding the world of an otherworldly abomination can't hurt, right? Its influence might linger for a time, but the golems should return to normal before too long.
Let's go. What do you mean it can't hurt? It could cost me my life. Alright. We do level up. We'll go to character level up, which you get your skill points, claim. And we'll put it in the magicka. You only get about 50 skill points, then you have to go around to every zone and collect 3 different sky shards, and there's multiple in each zone. There's a lot of them in each zone. 3 sky shards equals 1 skill point. Then you can get skill points through questing and dungeons and whatnot. Then once you get past level 50, you will get a thing called champion points. Champion points is like additional level ups that you get. They give you points that you can put into things that will give you more damage or survivability, but you don't have to worry about that until you get to level 50. Now, gear. Your armor, your weapons, your sets. Sets is essentially the like 5-piece or however many piece bonus that you have to wear to get the full effect of the legendary. It caps at 160 CP, so I wouldn't worry too much about leveling up your leveling up the rarity of your gear you get. It's nice to go around and get like full set of gear that will benefit you till you get to that level, or you can have someone craft you a set. But I wouldn't worry about rarity wise, like making it purple or gold, until you get to level 160. Level 160 is where you're going to start trying to get your set, because that's where it stops leveling. Alright, we have 1 point for the Templar. We have Aedric Spear, Dawn's Wrath, Restoring Light. That's the destruction skill line stuff. Alright, Aedric Spear is more of the DPS. Dawn's Wrath is DPS, I guess, as well. Maybe mixed with something else, I don't know. Restoring Light's more of a healing. Different classes have different kind of like focused skill lines, like tanking, healing. Some do a little bit of all, hybrid. Alright, for what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead with Rush Ceremony. It'll be a nice little heal, so when we get hurt, we can we're not going to die, you know. I will mute here and there so I can eat. It's late right now.
One of the stray golems. We might want to sneak past it.
I think not. We will attack. Yeah, she'll be healing us. I forgot all about that. But if we hit that, we heal. Backpacks typically give you good stuff sometimes. And also, everything really can drop, like style pages or motif things for like your homes you can build, or your armor styles, or what you can and cannot craft essentially. This will lead, you'll just go till when it starts vibrating, see how it vibrates. you want to kind of like let go as soon as it starts to vibrate. That's how you do a lockpick. Or you can force it. This is essentially just an armory that we can come to if you want more gear, which we do. We want, what's this? We're going to want to do something here. We're going to want to collect all the pieces of all those sets, because later there's a method to my madness. Later on, there's a skill line that gives you better bonuses if you're wearing like one of each set, and that can be done through just organizing your gears. But we want all the skill lines, so when we're wearing one of each piece, we can upgrade it all at kind of like the same time-ish. Alright. Yep, there we go. Light armor skill line. We didn't pick up no heavy armor or medium armor. Helm. Skill line, alright. Might have to pick up some more stuff. Where's this stuff at? That's a good question. Unless it's right here, I gotta pick it up. No. Right here, there we go. Might want to actually click on it. There we go. Alright, for what we're going to do is we're going to equip more medium. I know it doesn't sound right. We're mage, we should go light. Not necessarily. Going light's great and all. It gives you more critical chance and spell penetration and regeneration. But medium armor gives you more crit damage. And crit damage is typically good. You can deal with some of the side things you get from your light and light gear. Chest piece we're going to keep on the iron because it gives us the most resistance. We're going to do a medium helmet and some light shoulders. We should have one of each piece and mostly medium one. Alright, that's what we look like in that armor. We have a lot of inventory space that we... Alright. Well, she got herself in a pickle now, did she? Eating tacos from Taco Bell right now. It's amazing.
Right. The entrance to the Key Rides Gallery should be east of here.
East.
Let's set out.
Okay. We want mostly just gold from this stuff. Ah, we can attack that guy. We still need some XP. We could dodge roll by hitting L2 and X at the same time. I'm not sure what it is for PC. Why is it not damaging? Okay. I forgot since I haven't leveled up the seat, we already leveled up. We're not going to use our scroll until we actually start doing zone quests, because I don't know if we get enough XP in here to really worry about it. Iron Mesa Frost. When it usually says that it's got, yep, frost damage on it. But we can get all the skill lines if y'all, yeah, let's go ahead and get all the skill lines kind of like equipped for weapon wise. We're going to go with the dagger. Even, we can always do a damn Templar. It's not as efficient, but it's doable. When that circle goes above their head, it typically means they're all off balanced. and off balance is a good time to heavy attack. You used to do a lot more damage to off balance opponents, I'm pretty sure, because your resistance and shit, other stuff is down. There we go, dual wielding is now in our inventory. Kind of just want all the skill lines. This is a tanking shield for tanking. There are taunts in this game you can take advantage of. You typically don't do as much damage when you're using a shield because it's not meant for damage. Rest your staff.
The Key Rights Gallery is in here. Let's head inside.
Two hand? We'll do that when we get inside here. Because I think we just go in here and...
Well, Jeff's bones.
Alright.
The surge of magicka created by the portals you came through. Must have cracked this sky shard. Without a functioning sky shard, this gate remains locked, and there's no way for us to proceed. Damn.
Is there any way to fix it?
Unless you have a set of enchanting tools and a working knowledge of meteoric empowerment theory, no, there's nothing for it.
Actually,
we
I
need
do.
to find a replacement.
Okay, where can we find this replacement sky shard?
I saw one in a vault just south of here a few days ago, but it was flanked by one of the island's more powerful golems. Normally, I'd say we should search for another option, but given the circumstances, I think we have to risk it.
Alright, let's find that sky shard. Can I ask you something before we set out?
Of course. Let's not tarry too long, though.
What are sky
Giant
shards?
clusters of meteoric glass. They fall from Aetherius, charged with raw and very potent magicka. Mages use sky shards in all kinds of rituals and experiments. We Dureni use them as a power source.
And we also get powered by them. What kind of golem did you see near the sky shard?
It's a monstrous sentinel called a gargoyle. I've never seen one fight, but by all accounts, they are far more powerful.
Yeah, I didn't think about AoE.
I don't know why. Of course. Let's not take
Alright, well, we can go. Yeah, it's a very big platform. A lot of people are in the same server. So you will run into a lot of people constantly. I ain't trying to be rude, but what we're doing is just a solo thing.
To the south. The sky shard is there.
Ooh. Leave her alone, little fella. Little fella, you think you can take me out, little fella? I know it looks boring just holding a button and doing it. I mean, you can mix it up a little bit, but trust me, it's a game that once you get into it, it's great. Takes a minute, but really worth it. There's so much content in this game. I've been playing it for a long time, and I haven't done 90% of the game. See, that's a player right there. He's trying to get my attention. He's having fun though. Can't blame him. We gotta get the bow. Alright, let's go into the Sky Shard Vault.
There it is, the sky shard.
That is the Gorgile we must fight. My attacks a little bit. Gotta get out of those AoEs. Don't ever stand in stupid. A lot of people do, thinking they can survive it, or if they remember this one they can't survive, then it ends up typically causing people to die.
Move. No.
Alright, we leveled up and we killed it.
What? Did you just absorb the energy of that shard?
We're gonna go back to destruction stuff.
Not quite what I
Alright.
intended, but we can work with this.
We gotta go
Let's
back to
head back to the
character.
gate.
That is food. That will give us a consistent buff to our HP. You always want your food on. Alright, we should have roughly everything. Alright, see, you have all these passives. Magic is more used for a magic build because it gives more pen and stuff. This gives more critical damage. We can increase our critical damage by a little bit. But we could also get us a actual Templar DPS ability called Puncturing Swipes or Sunfire. Sunfire does 2,000 flame damage, then additional dot damage over time. While activating, we gain Savagery and Major Prophecy for 20 seconds, increasing our weapon and spell critical rating by 2,600. See, the critical weapon rating system in here is kind of a little weird. If I remember right, they said about 200 critical chance is like roughly 1%. So that's probably a good bit. That's all I'm gonna say. We're gonna use it because the more critical chance, the better. Everyone gets a flat out 50 critical critical damage, and critical damage caps at either 125, I think. So you can get a lot more critical damage through other abilities. So you just grinding out these guys. I did that one time until I got to like level 20, if I remember right. Alright, we gotta go back to the other main building. I want to show y'all what this ability does. You can make it in the settings where it always shows your bar. I will mess up the settings like I said, but that's what it does. We activate it, and now we have 22% spell critical and weapon critical with the dot damage. So what helps burn the target while we are waiting. We have 1,900 spell damage currently. Not the best, but it will do. My apologies, taking a bite.
Focus on the sky shard aperture. With any luck, it'll respond to the power you absorbed and unlock the gate. Ha!
There we
You
go.
did it! Let's speak for a moment.
Alright. Well, don't run away from me.
I'm afraid we've reached the really scary bit. The Daedric creature responsible for all these portals waits just beyond that gate. If you have any other preparations to make them now.
Do you have any advice on how to slay this thing?
Again, I'm just a scholar. But I'd encourage you to remember what we practiced before. Keep moving, strike true, and exploit any opening the creature gives you.
Alright, goodbye. So currently we
There
have
it is. Send it back to
10%, so it
Lily.
gives us about 12% more critical weapon to spell damage. Yep.
Only I will remain.
See, I don't know exactly when the dot damage is going to stop because I have no way of
And
knowing because I don't have none of the settings equipped. I don't even know if it's doing much damage to her.
Near you cannot kill what cannot die.
Yeah, I can. You're dying, aren't you? There we go. You're dead. You're deaded. No longer with us.
You did it.
Heirloom
Hopefully the
necklace.
gallery wasn't too badly damaged.
We do get
Follow
jewelry in
me.
here. 2 rings and a necklace. Alright. That gives us some more maximum health. You would know it if I had the settings. Alright. Bookcases can give skill points. Not skill points, I mean level up to skill lines. Which is good. We can
By
find a
all the
bookcase.
stars. Look at the central column. I had no idea it was concealing something like this. Let's get a closer look.
I didn't get nothing off them. It's a small chance of getting something. There we go. This is almost at the end.
This is the Keyrights Gallery. I don't remember it.
I'm gonna hide her helmet.
Now I see why we never managed to unlock the gates. Their power comes from
Frederick
this arcane
Week.
helix. Amazing. With the helix exposed, these gates can finally reopen. Perhaps not all of them at first, but enough to reach most of Tamriel. The
Alright.
question for you, I suppose, is where to first? Can you believe this? Just look around. With this arcane helix exposed, the chamber is positively crackling with magic. The Keyrights Gallery has come to life, and I finally think I know why.
What do you mean? Why did it come to life?
Because of you. Matters in Tamriel are bleak. War rages in Cyrodiil. Daedric
Really?
princes conspire.
Oh.
Dragons ride the winds of elsewhere. The second era needs a
Hurrah.
savior. I believe the gallery, perhaps even the adamantine tower itself, chose you.
What do you think I should do next?
The Keyrights Gallery opened doors to every corner of Tamriel. Places I suspect that desperately need a hero's aid. This choice is yours to make, but wherever you choose to go, I'm sure adventure awaits. May the stars protect you.
Alright. We do get skill line for soul magic. That's what everyone gets. It's a basic skill line.
So, have you chosen where to go? What region of the world strikes your fancy? Not everyone gets to pass instantly from one side of Tamriel to another, you know. This is quite a gift.
Alright, well, we're going to choose. We got a supply box, so we get all this stuff, so that's going to help us. That gives us additional 5% XP. We get some XP off that. We didn't get the ring. Oh, we gotta get that through a level up. Oh, we leveled up. Okay. Well, we didn't level up. We just got a skill point for completing the quest. Alright. What do we want to look at? We want a little bit of everything on our bar, so it all kind of level ups. But that's essentially a spear javelin that we can use. A lot of these are locked due to not having the DLC zones. So we got the beginning zones, roughly. We have Canari's Roost. We have Stros Mackay. We have Bleak Rock Isle. And we have Vardenfell. Vardenfell is probably where we're going to want to go because it has gear pieces that would benefit us because we are magic users. So we're going to go to Vardenfell. It's a rougher land to
This
get
portal
through,
leads to
but
Vardenfell.
it'll do.
Fascinating, given that the Dark Elves only recently opened it to outsiders. Our spies indicate there might be something wrong with the Dunmer's God King, Vivek. Anything capable of that is a threat to everyone.
Interesting. Travel to Vardenfell and start the Divine Conundrum storyline.
It is written, my Vardenfell, my paradise.
Be wary, Trevor.
Pilgrims have been attacked on these roads.
At first, I assumed it was the usual house squabbles.
It attacked our camp last night, tore poor Ilva's head off, right in front of me.
You must hunt it. You must kill it.
Ashlanders once respected each other, helped one another.
These nomadic heretics deny the divinity of the tribunal and have no love for
Lies
Vivek.
upon lies! Does it give them pleasure to invent reasons to bring us harm?
I'm not sure they deserve to be saved, but that's what we have to do.
I don't need you starting a blood feud.
Sometimes the great gear turns from frustration to opportunity.
Welcome to Vardenfell. This is the map of Vardenfell. This is classified a zone. The map completions everything that you can do in a zone. You got the little diamond at the top, that's your zone quests. You have a little statue looking thing, that's way shrines. They're all over the location, and you can travel to them. Fast travel. You can either spend gold, which gradually increases in price, or you can go directly to a way shrine to travel to another way shrine for free. That's the best option. The torch is delves. They're like little mini dungeons, but everyone can go in them. They're not as bad, because there are public dungeons, but they're not as bad. You can get gear from the bosses that drop in them, and chests in them, and around the island. Chests spawn everywhere. So there's other resource nodes. The map is points of interest. There's about 17. I think the same thing kind of goes with the eye. Unless the eye is the point of interest and the map something else. I really don't remember, but they're more just discovering points. The fire with the mallet and nail is crafting locations. That little rocky gateway above the skull is the public dungeons. There's 2 of them. The skull with the swords are world bosses. Once they die, they have a time limit. Not too long, but still long enough to go kill another world boss. Little crystals are sky shards. Every 3 sky shards equals 1 skill point. And the book is either the major skill books that you can find, or I don't remember. I know I'm a shit guide. Alright. If you want to know what sets drop in this zone, you go to collection, set items. You will go to whatever zone we're in. I mean alliance, because these are alliances, the names. And we are currently in the Ebonheart Pact Alliance. No, we're not. We are in... the heck is Vardenfell? Oh, it's a DLC. I didn't know I had access to it. Well, anyways, DLC. Alright, Vardenfell is here. Defiler. Alright, a set is what the description area is underneath that armor piece right there. You'll get a 2-piece item, a 3-piece, all the way up to 5-piece. And it tells you what happens. This one does poison damage whenever you hit a critical damage. War Maidens gives us magicka damage buff, which is what we want. And Warrior's Poet increases our health. It's a tanking set. That is a light set, so it is a DPS set. And that is medium, which is also a DPS set. Typically melee and typically magicka, but you can run different pieces. Jewelry doesn't count as an armor type, so if you wanted to, you can run a tanking jewelry set on a DPS and it would be just fine. You'll still benefit from the medium armor. War Maidens is what we want because most of our stuff relies on magicka damage, and that buffs magicka damage. So instead of hitting 1600, we would hit about 200,000. It's great, it really is. That's why I came here. Alright. I would do a quest here, but it's pretty late. I think we covered a lot. I hope you have a good day. I hope you really try playing this game. This game's fun. It really is. Don't get pulled too deep into the social guild construct of this game. There's a lot of drama and a lot of, wow, that's thunder. A lot of stuff that you just don't need to concern yourself with because it can really put a damper on the game. But if you want to, guilds are found in the social menu. Go to guilds, guild finder. You put in what you kind of want. Well, that's up to you. You go to text chat if you want to. You hit over on your arrow key on the left. You can say, emote, yell, zone. Zone goes for everyone in that zone. Then you'll have your guilds, whatever you get into ones. You got your emotes, your group. You got Activity Finder. Activity Finder is your dungeon. You go in, it'll let you choose a dungeon and you can ready up. Same thing with Battleground, that's more PvP. You have your zone guide, it'll show all the zones and what you have and haven't completed. I think that's there mainly for all your characters. You have your journal, you have your quest log, and when you do have the quest, you can hit square on it. It'll take you directly to where it is located on the map, so don't worry about constantly having to find them. Antiquities is something you scry up. You have to get that through a DLC content, and it's a whole hoot and a half of grinding, but it is not too hard. Lore library is just lores you find around the world. Achievements is what you've unlocked during the game. A lot of achievements have rewards, so they are worth it. Leaderboards is I don't really know, and I really paid attention, but if you want to do that, that's up to you. I don't know if you get anything from it. Alright, that seems to cover a good bit of it. I do appreciate everyone who watches this, and if y'all heard me chewing, that is my deepest apologies, but I'm a hungry boy, and I gotta eat. Thank you for coming, watching. If you have any questions, please drop a comment, hit the like if you really want to support this channel. It shows that people care about it and really want to see more content like this. Yeah, and again, please join the ESO fan group. And with that, Czar Chapel will be leaving y'all in right about